I'm so happy that you're back here because this transition was very smooth. Yes. Welcome everyone back to the weekly Vertical EMA, the place where we take
Hey.
you guys through the latest updates, where we announce our biggest announcements first before we share it on any other socials, and the place where we give you guys the opportunity to ask questions to the team. And guys, this week we actually have a major partnership announcement that is going to strengthen the capabilities of our of your models actually that you'll be customizing in the studio soon, especially if you want to deploy them on chain or leverage a big community that has built these great tools over the past years within Web3. But before we go into that huge partnership, there are a couple other things that we want to highlight this week, just to give you guys a little insight of everything that we're doing behind the scene to make sure that, while we are nearing the completion of, the three major products that we're building into our ecosystem, and what we are doing to make sure that this gets amplified very hard to ensure that the platform actually grows from it, that our token economy grows from it, and so that we make sure that vertical really becomes the leader in the space for AI customization that runs on decentralized compute. So what I would like to tell you guys is that with the version one of the studio nearly coming to a launch, and we are coming very close of ticking off all the tasks that we had set up for phase two. So for everyone that has been following us since the start knows that we are working in these phases. We have successfully checked off every task on phase one already a few months ago. Nearly uh, we are now nearly finishing off all the tasks that we had set up for phase two. And with that, I mean every task. So, guys, we expect to have completed phase two of our developing of our platform within a month. So, within a month, we can check off every task in phase two, and it includes the launch of the studio and anything that is there that we haven't checked off. Not going to go too in full details here, but feel free to look that up and check it out what that actually means. And that's super excited, right? This really shows that we're progressing, that we set up these clear targets for ourselves within these phases, that we are actively you know working towards of accomplishing them, to build them, to get the project or get the company. I'm going to stop calling vertical a project. It's a company hungry for market share, hungry to generate revenue, hungry for making profit, and hungry for getting big in the space. So we are doing what we promised and checking off all the checklists or checkpoints of the phase two shows again and again that we are working behind the scenes. So that is super exciting, guys. We're entering, soon we'll be entering phase three of the platform, which is going to be focused on, improving the products that we already have on hand, that we already have available for our users. But especially, it's going to be focused on really scaling up the platform. So all the way up until so phase one was really about the foundation. Phase two was really about having all the three major products available on our platform, and phase three is going to be about aggressive user marketing or user acquisition marketing. And maybe Hidde, you could tell a little bit about that in a bit, but it's mainly focused on scaling up the platform. Someone in the community asked the team, a couple of days ago, where do you see vertical in 5 years? Guys, we are going to be a monster in 5 years, or at least what we're striving for. I want to be generating multi-millions in ARR. I want to have over 100,000 active users that are paying monthly subscriptions. Even more. These are even conservative numbers. We are striving for big stuff over here. So that said, obviously, we have conversations behind the team with very impressive people it can help us achieve those targets as well. But if they're not concrete yet, we're going to leave them out of the details. Obviously, anything that is official, we announce here during our EMAs, guys, is first. So, super exciting. So, thanks everyone for being part of it. Remember, phase two is we expect phase two to be completely finalized within a month. So, super excited before the end of the year, definitely. All right, guys. So, the moment that you've been waiting for when I started teasing you about it at the start of this EMA is the big partnership that we have coming. And I'm proud to announce that Vertical is officially partnered with Fetch AI on having our platform cross integrated for both our user bases. So basically, what this means is that we're bringing together no code AI customization and the ability to integrate those models that you customize on our platform into their autonomous agents that you can let them live on chain if you want as well. So Fetch AI is one of the top 60 coin market cap projects in the Web3 space. So this is actually a very, very big partner that we have managed to connect for our users on our platform, which is huge, guys. These guys have developed great agent developing tools. I have to say with it, you do need to require a little bit of coding knowledge to build an agent on their platform, but that doesn't matter because we are going to be developing the documentations for you to follow to easily build that agent without you needing to understand the code. The only thing that you need to do is have the API ready in our studio for integration and just copy and paste, deploy. It's going to be a piece of cake. So yeah, that is the base of the partnership, right? People on the Fetch platform that are looking to customize the models that they integrate into their agents can be directed to the Vertical platform, and our users that have customized a model will be directed to the Fetch platform to start bringing their customized models to life. So, super interesting. All will be happening in one click because all our verified integration partners will be visible in the studio and you can be directed to them with one click. Another part of this partnership is that FetchAI has actually developed their own base model. I think it's called ASI1, which is a model family that they have been developing. It's going to be available for our stream users already on a very short basis. And we are now researching with them if we can use that base model from FetchAI as well in our studio for further fine tuning. But yeah, so besides that, the integration with the FetchAI platform, we are also integrating their model into our stream. So you can use it on our stream. And I'm not sure, Hida, was it going to be free? I think it was going to be free, right?
Yes, definitely. So yeah, it's going to be free for all our registered users. So yeah, once we have it live on stream, go ahead, check it out, start using it. Super cool model,
Yeah.
definitely.
So that's awesome. That is something that we're very thankful for the Fetch team to provide that for free. So guys, just to emphasize a little bit the bigger picture here, right? So we are building very unique technology where we give you the ability to customize a base model with your own messy data. We're going to make sure that you get guided through the whole process without you needing to know how the technicalities work. You don't need to know how to code. We have these agents built within the workflow of the studio that are going to help you with creating the correct system prompt, using that system prompt to turn your messy data into structured, supervised, labeled data set that you can then use for training and then bringing it all together to deploy it on decentralized compute. But then you have the model, right? Obviously, it's awesome to be interacting with it through Q&A interaction. But the power of the model eventually is about integrating it in external applications, in external workflows, in external agents. And we are becoming an essential part in the AI agent stack, because this is something that a lot of agent builders are running into, is that they are forced to integrate these generic models that just don't perform on a specific topic like they would. So these agent builders, they need a platform where they can quickly customize an AI model by training it, and soon also adding a very high-tech knowledge graph technology, where they are integrating a model that is specialized on a very specific domain before they integrate it into their agent. This makes that agent 50 to 100% more powerful and accurate than if they would just use the base model. So vertical is becoming an essential layer within the AI agent stack. And just like vertical fetch AI is another layer in this stack, they are the agentic workflow building a layer. So these two layers will be stacked on top of each other. We are leveraging their user base, they will be leveraging our user base. And with this, we can strengthen this stack over the total AI community. So that is awesome. It's super exciting. It's one of the bigger partnerships that we managed to bring in, but obviously, it's definitely not going to be the last one. So yeah, we'll do a post about this partnership on our socials after the EMA. Like I always say, if you want to have the latest updates, the fastest it is, joining the EMAs is the best way to get the insights the fastest. So, guys, that is a wrap for the partnership announcement. I want to emphasize again that we are currently in the last sprint all the way up and towards the launch of the studio. So, for everyone that has been following us for the past weeks, know that we are currently getting ready to launch the studio next week. So, in respect to that, we are going to be doing a live demo about the studio during our EMA on Wednesday next week, where hopefully our lead engineer on the studio, Kevin, will be joining us and showing you guys around how the studio functions. This is obviously the V1. What our ambition is going to be is we're going to be working in these 2-week sprints, so that after the launch of the V1, every 2 weeks we are now going to be focusing on releasing more features every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks our platform is going to be better and better, more advanced and more capable of performing the customization that you want, and more accessible to use externally. The studio, when it's going to be launched, is going to be free for the first 2 to 4 weeks. We are going to cap this, I think, at 250 users. So if you want to be the first that uses the studio, make sure that you already sign up right now, because the people that sign up now will be receiving emails first before we announce it anywhere that the studio is now open. And if it's kept, well, yeah, sorry, you have to wait about 2 to 4 weeks to before we enable even more users. This is what we do, of course. We gotta make sure that that we can handle those 250 people first. We gotta do it step by step, and we gather, of course, some user feedback there as well to make it even better before we open it up completely to the masses. Anyway, we think that with 250 people, we serve enough people at start, and we are not going to be selecting anyone who's first is going to be able to enter the studio first. So, whew, that was a lot of talking again. Maybe Hida, you want to take everyone a little bit through what you have planned in terms of marketing for building up towards the launch and also after the launch.
Yeah, so first of all, super excited for the launch, right? I think the one of our biggest products to date. Super excited. We've of course seen some prototypes. We've had a play around, and it blows me away. Really, it makes my life as a marketeer a lot easier. Making your own model that knows your tone of voice, and can replicate everything you've done before, and some new things. Yeah, you guys will see tutorials next week on with our head of development for the studio. He will be there. He will show you guys around. But also, what you guys can expect is seeing insights on how the studio is used for different use cases. So that is something we're working on right now. If you're a lawyer, if you are a content creator, if you are a marketeer, if you are I don't know any other thing. The studio will be the place to create your perfect assistant. So a lot of insights on how the studio works is coming up. But also, of course, we're going to do a massive launch video. We're going to promote it across all our channels. We're going to, activate some new channels as well, with the goal, of course, of getting as much users on the waiting list. The first 250 people can use it starting next week. But after that, of course, we want to create a waiting list. We want to onboard people as fast as possible. And the goal, of course, is to learn, right? The more people are on the studio, the more we learn, and the more we can improve it. So, some small things about that, but something else that's really exciting, as Mark already mentioned, every 2 weeks we will be doing a major update to the studio, to the technology, and every update will be paired with its own mini marketing campaign. So that means, tutorial videos on how to use it, use cases, but also, just output based videos. What can you create with the studio? So super exciting things coming up. Yeah, there's a lot of different things we are doing marketing side. So stay tuned. You'll see us around a lot.
Hmm. Yeah,
Super excited.
definitely, definitely. Um, awesome. So I think that without further ado, we've been already talking for nearly 20 minutes. Um, guys, we're entering the final week. The countdown has started all the way up until the studio. So in 7 days, the studio is coming, and massive, massive marketing will be done, as you've just heard from Hidde. So I think that without further ado, I think we can jump to the questions, and let's see
Yes.
if there are any questions in the chat.
So we have the first one, the usual question,
Mhm.
Mark. The usual question.
The usual question. Well, at start of the EMA, I actually said something about us expecting to fully complete our phase two within the next month. So I'm gonna leave it at that. It's for you to research what that means. I'm just gonna tell you, phase two is nearing completion, and I'm talking about all the check marks there.
Nice. So another question from our Telegram community. Will this partnership be announced by Fetch on X? So, yes, they will be announcing this, and they will be communicating about this partnership as well. And there will be several communications, right? So
Yeah.
we're announcing it today, and then they're also going to do their own thing. So definitely, this will be mentioned across their channels as well.
Yeah, so I think that we'll be announcing this today. They will do a QRT of it, and
Yeah.
then later down the line, when we have also listed their model on the stream, they will do a post. And I think that in about 2 to 3 weeks, we actually have someone from the team of Fetch coming into our EMA to give a little bit more insight into how this is going to be working, what they are doing, etc., etc. So there are going to be multiple moments, as Hidde said, where we're going to be doing cross marketing to strengthen this
Yeah.
partnership even further.
Hmm. So a lot of questions coming in about this partnership, which is always nice. Next one is, as you guys can see, we're pasting the questions in this interface from directly from our community, right? As we don't, it's not integrated correctly. You
Yeah.
said vertical becomes an essential layer in AI agents. Can you say more about it?
Yeah, so guys, this is the bigger picture, right? You have to imagine to build, let's say, an AI agent, you need multiple tools, multiple platforms to make that happen. And nowadays, let's say you would have used Skynet, or maybe Fetch AI, or something more traditional in the Web 2, like Nathan or Mate, These are all agentic workflow builders where you have the ability to integrate an API of, let's say, a base model from OpenAI or whatever. The thing is, though, is that you can build an agent that does some tasks for you, but if that agent has a brain of a base model, then it's not very specialized in what it needs to do. So what we do with Vertical is we're going to give these agent builders the ability that to, before they integrate a model into their agent, they can customize a base model on the Vertical Studio with the domain specific data that you want the model to be specialized on before you integrate it into that agent. So just to give you a little bit an example, it's like, if you come from high school, you have very basic knowledge about a lot of topics, right? You're not really specialized. It's like integrating a high school student into your agent and then expecting it to work properly. But what you want to do is you want to first study a certain topic, a pot. So let's say finance, let's say marketing, customer service. And then you put that person in the position of what you wanted to execute. This is the exact same thing. Vertical is going to give you the ability to first teach your model a very domain specific knowledge base, how it should respond, which tone of voice it should use, in which domain specific area it should be specialized. So you're adjusting the brain from within, and then you integrate it into that agent. And that makes us an essential layer within the AI agent stack, because we are one of the first companies that enables no-code AI customization through fine-tuning. We're going to be the first company that has the integration of Levanchi Labs knowledge graph technology within the model. And we're all going to be doing this by the help of our helping agents on our platform that we built ourselves while customizing these models as well. And of course, one of the most unique parts is that we run this all through the Vertical Cloud, which gives you the ability to, with one click to deploy that model to decentralized networks, while we orchestrate it for you. We manage all the technicalities, the auto scaling, the load balancing. You don't have to worry about that. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's fast. And that's what we want. We want to open up AI customization for everyone with our tools. And by going on with these partnerships with Skynet, with Fetch AI, we even increase the possible capabilities and options that you are able to do with those models even further. So these are not going to be the last ones. We actually have a couple more in the pipeline, but these will all be in our verified integration partner list on the studio, which you can just trust on us that any partner that we list over there is trustworthy, that they're capable of bringing your model to life. Very long answer, but that is essentially why Vertical matters so much.
Next question.
Amazing
Amazing.
partnership. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go for it.
No, go ahead, Manuk, Mark.
No. Amazing partnership, I must say. Will this integration with Fetch AI Agent first create new utility or value for the token? Guys, the token is a utility token, right? So we have some utilities on our platform, which one of them is already live. So that is the 15% discount on purchasing credits. Soon we'll also have staking for credits live, and also the referral rev share program. And the beautiful thing about this is that even the studio is going to be operating on the same credits as the stream. The whole platform operates on those credits. So what I can say is, what we hope, of course, is that as Vertical, we can, get some guys and girls from the community from Fetch to Vertical and have them, start customizing and, training their own models on the Vertical platform, aka, making them buy subscriptions or credits to execute those processes on our platform. So in the end, I would say it does. The idea behind the partnership is, of course, to amplify the possibilities of your model that you've created on the vertical platform, give you a trustworthy partner where you can do that integration. But yeah, who knows? We obviously hope that this cross pollination causes some people from the fetch community to jump over to vertical, get a registered, you become a registered users, become a paying users, become a part of our token economy as well. And obviously that, starts turning and amplifying that flywheel that we've baked into our utilities. But yeah, again, let's see.
Next question from the chat. How soon can we use the integration with Fetch AI?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty valid question. So when we are launching the studio next week, the API for external integration is not available at the launch. This will be available about 2 weeks after we launch. So this is a feature that we have prioritized. This is going to be the first feature that we are going to be releasing after next week. So the moment that API is available, we will have documentations available for you to follow, which shows you exactly how to use our vertical API to integrate it into your fetch agent. And this is not only going to be your customized vertical model, this is also going to be all major models that we have listed. So soon, that is the convenience of vertical, right? We're going to make this unified proxy API, which you can integrate into any external whatever. And then with that one API, you can actually access all the models that we have on our platform. So that's also all the major models, but also all the vertical models. And we aim to grow it into one of the largest AI model libraries in the world. Therefore, giving many developers that maybe are outside of the Web3 communities really trying to bring them in because of this convenience, right? They have one API, they can access all the major models, but also any other specialized model that a creator decides to list on the vertical stream, or create and train their own model and create their own value. So it's super powerful, guys. We're really trying to become a giant in the space, really a main player, really trying to make sure that we are as easy integratable in as many places as possible, so we can attract as many users as possible, and then again, utilizing those utilities that we've baked into the platform. So it's exciting times. Yeah, exciting times. So there's a lot of questions today.
Very nice. Will the launch of Vertical Studio be marketed on mainstream media such? Short answer, yes, it will. We will use multiple channels. We will write articles about it, and yes, we will be all over the internet to announce the launch of Vertical Studio. Definitely, not only coming up, but also in future major releases. We will make sure that we are known and we are out there. So yeah, definitely.
Nice, 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 nice. All right, I see two more questions in the chat. What about the Mika application? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. It's JY4SRS. I know that you are an active member in the community, so thank you for doing that. I see your name come by a lot. But I'm a bit surprised because we actually already completed the MiCAR application. We are at the moment fully MiCAR compliant, and we've been so actually for I think 1.5 months already. And this is
Yeah.
pretty strategic because this means that we can do business with our token in the European in Europe, and we are actually fully compliant to the most strict rules
Yeah.
in the world. Guys, we are one of the few small medium cap tokens that actually is MiCAR compliant. We are really taking compliance seriously because we want to make sure that when we grow, that we do it in a legal way and that we open up the most possibilities to as many reputable partners as possible. So
Yes.
MiCAR application has been filed, has been approved. Vertical has been MiCAR compliant for over 1.5 months already. All right, final question.
Yes, I think so. Right, next week, make sure to tune in because we will have a live demo during the AMA
Yeah.
showcasing the studio.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and that is mainly so next week we'll be showcasing the V1 of the studio, and then I think about 2 weeks later, maybe three. Don't pinpoint me on that. We'll have Fetch come onto our EMA, and then obviously during the EMA where someone from the Fetch team joins, we're gonna do a demo how you can integrate your vertical model into the Fetch platform. So
Yeah.
guys, obviously these things we're gonna demo them live here for you. We're gonna show you exactly how it works. Yeah, obviously that is. I love doing demos. All right. A lot of questions today. I love that. Please do that every week because this is exactly why we are here. For now, I think we can wrap it up. It's been 35 minutes. And I think that you also have to go here. So, guys, thank you
I
all
think
for.
there's one more question, Manuk,
Okay,
Mark.
okay. Last one then.
One
Last
more
one.
question. Let me see from Hans Luis. Always asking great questions. Always giving great tips and feedback. Let me see. Why is it not this one? Let me see when
And
it's
Louis.
coming. The question, I will put it up a little bit, but it's not posting. I don't know what's happening. Since you are launching the studio where people can create their specific AI, any plans for creating a marketplace for prompt creator or AI agent creator for each category, such as finance, health, robotics, etc.?
Yeah, so guys, we are all about AI customization. We are going to be utilizing all major tools to do that. Our CTO is actually working on a secret feature that we're going to be integrating into the studio as well, that we actually haven't told anyone about it. He's working on the first prototype. When that, is working properly, we're going to share you what it does. So it generally, what we envisioned with the stream is that, let's say that you've built a custom model, you can use that privately, you can use that externally, but soon you'll also be able to list it on the stream for other people to use. So you can turn a revenue, and other people can actually use those specialized models that other people created. So that's what I'm saying, right? We're going to create this massive library of all these custom models. But we're not stopping there because we're also going to give you the ability to generate a data set in a studio, not even worrying about, training a model, but giving you also the ability to list it on the vertical stream so that other people can use that data set to train and you can earn revenue. And we're actually working on a feature within the vertical stream where you can create your prompts and you can save them for quicker access later. And this is actually essentially you building your own prompt library. And we are actually considering to maybe turn the stream a little bit more into a social platform, not too much, but give it a social element where you are able to actually go to the profile page of a creator or maybe another user. Obviously, you have to click that you want to be a visible user. And then you can explore what other people are actually generating. Maybe, they have these folders, a little bit like Pinterest, etc. So, yes, soon the stream will be way, way more than those 30 plus models that we have right now. We're going to become the biggest library for custom models, for all the major models, for data sets, for prompts, whatever. You will only need the vertical platform soon to build and explore all these different AIs. All right, I think that was a good final question, Hans Luis. Thank you. We're gonna wrap it up now. So for everyone who tuned in, thank you again. Big partnership announced. Studio countdown has started, and we expect to have completed the phase 2 of the vertical studio platform building within a month. So everyone, have a great evening. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. This is Hidde and Mark tuning out,
Thanks, guys.
and we see you next week. Cheers.